These are the strangest moments in NBA history.
This is my emotional state, one of my emotions.
The ball just came out of his hand.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God.
And at number 20, NBA players are doing some weird things at the free throw line. We got this guy pulling his pants down before he shoots it.
Kelly just pulled his shorts down right in the middle of the crowd right here. You don't see that very often.
This guy trying to make a miss, and as if that wasn't enough, there's another guy doing the exact same thing. There must be something they know that we don't. But even those aren't as bad as number 19, because in Game 4 of the first round of the 2021 NBA playoffs, Kyrie Irving was going against his old team, the Boston Celtics, and after the Nets won the game, a fan had a special delivery for Kyrie Irving.
Somebody tossed a water bottle and it nearly hit Kyrie as he was walking to the tunnel.
Not only was he arrested, he was banned from the Boston Celtics arena for life. Now for this next one. The Bucks just beat the Jazz by 30, and to celebrate, we had a referee doing something I've never seen before.
That's the way maybe the future of refereeing will be.
But number 17 gets even crazier than that, because during the 2022 NBA season, Mason Plumlee was the worst free throw shooter in the league at 39%. And instead of working on it during the offseason, he came back the very next year shooting left-handed.
Did you see that shot attempt? Yeah. He's a right-hand player shooting it with his left hand at the free throw line.
Yeah, this guy couldn't make a free throw, so he decided to completely switch the hand he shoots with. And he's not even the only player in the NBA that shoots free throws like this. Jeremy Shohan started his NBA career shooting free throws like everyone else. And he definitely wasn't making a lot of them, only about 45% of the ones he took. But that was until he decided to pull off a free throw no one had seen in years.
One-hand free throw for the 11th consecutive game. He's now 21 of 29.
Now, you may not like the way it looks, but Jeremy went from shooting 45% from the line all the way up to 75.7. So it may not be pretty, but at least it's working. And I mean, shooting a free throw with one hand is one thing, because someone who has an even weirder shot is Markelle Fultz. Markelle was drafted to the 76ers with the first overall pick in the 2017 NBA draft, and he looked like the Sixers point guard of the future. But before he played one game in the NBA, something weird happened, and it made his shooting form go from this to this.
And the Heat now at the team foul limit, the Sixers for their part in the penalty.
This went on for 2 years, with no one knowing the problem. All Markelle had to say was that his shoulder was hurting, but no one could figure out why. The 76ers finally had enough, with his shot looking like this, airballing shots and sometimes only hitting the backboard. They traded him to the Magic in 2019, only 2 years after he was drafted, and to this day, no one really knows what happened to Markelle Fultz. And something else we may never know is number 15, because this fan came to a Utah Jazz game with this sign. And with a sign like that, you're just asking for trouble, which is exactly what he got. But instead of a sign, Charles Barkley got a cake, except it was given to him by the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna have nightmares, man. Hey, I need a meme. Hey, underdog, put that on a t-shirt. I can't look directly. Let me put it on. I can't look directly at this, man. That's the craziest looking baby doll I've ever seen in my life.
But number 13 might be even scarier, because every year for Media Day, Jimmy Butler shows up with a completely new look, and this year, he scared everyone.
Yeah, laughing up. What's this? Yeah, this is my emotional state. I'm one with my emotion.
What makes this even better is what Shaq dressed up for his Halloween.
You would be
Jimmy Butler.
That's not actually bad, Shaq.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's pretty good.
Wait, when is an ugly woman not bad? He's not a woman. He's Jimmy Butler.
I honestly don't know who looks better, but what I do know is that number 12 is strange. And I mean, it's really strange, because we have the time Dwight Howard decided to kiss a referee.
That's the fifth on Dwight Howard. He's going to come out of the game now.
He kissed him after he called the foul on him. I'd hate to see what he does when he calls it on the other team. Now, something else that was called a foul was number 11, and after I watched it, I couldn't tell who the foul was on.
Defensive rebounding team in the NBA. It was an interesting move. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen anybody try to take their body
through the guy's leg.
He really tried to go under him, and the ref wasn't having it. But someone else who wasn't having it was Giannis Antetokounmpo, because after playing the 76ers, he was trying to get some extra free throws in after the game, but instead of letting him shoot, the Philly staff was trying to take the net down, and Giannis didn't like that.
What?
Remind me to never get in Giannis's way when he's trying to shoot free throws. Speaking of not getting in players' ways, Lonzo Ball almost found out the hard way from Joel Embiid.
Zach might have grabbed his knee and helped him trip. You think or no?
Oh, he just punched.
Yeah, he did. Embiid.
Oh, wow, he just punched. I don't think he did it on purpose. He was upset with not getting the call and swung his fist, and he hit Lonzo.
This dude almost had his career ended, but at least Joel didn't get ejected, just like at number 8, because Tristan Thompson was ejected for one of the strangest reasons I've ever seen.
Oh, so that right there. Thompson has been dismissed from the remainder of this evening's proceedings.
And that's not even the first time something like that has happened in the NBA, because Joel Embiid and DeMarcus Cousins got into a slapping battle.
Trying to bounce DeMarcus backwards before putting the ball on the floor.
But that doesn't even come close to how weird number 6 is, because back in 2011, a Suns halftime performer pulled off the unthinkable. I'm talking never done before in the history of the world. Instead of dunking a ball, he dunked himself. That has to count for more than 2 points. And now that there's only 5 moments left, we have to talk about the strangest 2 weeks in NBA history. It started off as a protester, gluing her hand to the floor during the Timberwolves play-in game. Then just 4 days later, another fan chained themselves to the hoop. And then another week later, a fan dressed as a referee sprinted onto the court and was tackled by security. This is security guard Pierre Frelix, and he got a tip before the game that there may be some funny business going on. So during the game, he recognized the lady that was supposed to run on the court, and he was staring her down the entire time. So the second she moved, he sent her down to the floor with this perfect tackle. Someone signed this guy up for the NFL. But at number 4, this guy shouldn't even be in the NBA.
KCP drives baseline and the ball just came out of his hands.
P going baseline. Had that look on his eye, but got denied on the corner of the backboard.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, just like I've never seen number 3. This is Gideon. He's a YouTuber with 7.8 million subscribers, but he's also banned from the NBA. It all started with his haircut courtside. He went ultra viral, and the NBA had no problem with it, until he took it a step further. He decided to make WNBA merch that stood for Will Not Be Awake. Then he sat courtside at a WNBA game, took a little nap, and even got a shot up. This all happened in Minnesota, and after he was kicked out of the game, he booked a flight to Atlanta to make sure he could get a good night's sleep. He only lasted a few minutes at this game before he got kicked out, and after his prank went viral again, the NBA banned him from being able to show up at any event. But someone who should be banned by the NBA is this guy, because he went digging for gold on live TV. That's just nasty.
For all the wrong reasons. One, their leading scorer, Carmelo Anthony.
Now, I saved the best for last, because number 1 is the strangest moment in NBA history. This took place back in October of 2016. The Oklahoma City Thunder were matched up against the City of Brotherly Love, and after Russell Westbrook got an and 1, this fan did something not so brotherly.
Kind of interesting reaction by the fan there as Russell Westbrook makes an acrobatic move.
And what's even crazier is the interview the fan did afterwards.
Richard was ejected. He is a urologist. That's right, a doctor. How have your patients reacted to that, and then everybody else?
People asked me to pose with them, and they said, well, can I take a selfie with you? And then they asked me to stick my finger. There were shirts made. Most of them loved it. I mean, it's Philadelphia.
I can't believe he spent all that money on those seats just to be kicked out 7 minutes into the game. But if you liked watching the strangest moments in NBA history, you'll love watching NBA players shock the world. Go watch it right now.